Good morning, student. Today we are going to start exercise 1.3 and we will discuss some questions which were asked in board exam March 20. Okay, so let's start first of all exercise 1.3. Now, before starting exercise 1.3, let us understand what is rational number and irrational number. Now, rational numbers means that number which can be represented in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0. So, the examples are 2 by 3, 2 by 5. All these are rational numbers. Is 2 rational number? Yes. Is 3 rational number? Yes, because we can represent it by 2 by 1, 3 by 1. 0 is also rational number because it can be also written by this. Written like 0 by 1. 2.5 is also rational number. It can be written as 25 by 10. So all these numbers, even all negative numbers, minus 2 by 5, only minus 5, all these are rational numbers, means all integers, all natural numbers, whole numbers, they all are included in rational numbers. Now the question arises, then which are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are root 2, root 3, root 2, root 3, pi, root 7, root 5, all these are irrational number. Now why they are called irrational number? Because if you find the value of root 2 is equal to 1.414213 and so on. It doesn't stop. That means it is non-terminating. Here root 3, 1.732050 and so on. Pi is also irrational number because its value is actually we are taking only up to 3.14. But if you solve it, it keeps on going like this. Now the question arises, is 10 by 3 a rational number or irrational number? It is rational number because if you solve this, you are getting 3.3333 so on. It is non-terminating, but it can be written like this because here 3 is recurring. That means 10 by 3 is non-terminating but recurring. So it is a rational number. And those which are non-terminating and non-recurring. Non-recurring means any number is coming. 4, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3. Any number is coming randomly. We cannot represent this in a bar form. So they all are irrational number. So rational numbers are terminating, or if not terminating, then recurring. While irrational numbers are non-recurring, non-terminating. So now first question of exercise 1.3. Prove that root 5 is irrational number. Okay, so let's start. Let us assume root 5 is rational number. They are asking us to prove it is irrational number, so we will assume let it be a rational number. If it is a rational number, then it can be represented in the form of a by b, where b is not equal to 0 and a, b are co-prime integers. Now the question is, what do you mean by co-primes? So let us try to understand co-primes. Co-prime numbers means that numbers, for example, 2 by 3. So what is common factor for 2 and 3? Only 1. 3 by 4. See, 4 is not an odd number. Is not a prime number. Okay. So, but what are the common factors? The common factor is 1 because 3 means 1 into 3. 4 means 1 into 2 into 2. Only common factor is 1. Here 3 by 5 common factor is 1. 18 by 35 common factor. No other number is common. So such numbers are called co-prime numbers. It's not necessary both the numbers must be prime. So I think co-prime is clear. Now here if I take this b to this side, I will get root 5b is equal to a. If I do squaring on both the sides, I will get 5b square equals to a square. This 5b square equals to a square. This is our equation 1. This implies 5 divides a square, which implies 5 divides a. So if 5 divides a, then let a equal to 5 m. Now if I do squaring on both the side, I will get a square equal to 25m square. Now from equation 1, I will get, if I put the value of a square is 5b square. So it will become, from first, I will get, in place of a square, I will write 5b square equal to, so this will become 25 by m square. Now this b square is equal to 25 by 5m square. So b square is equal to 5m square. This get cancelled. Now if b square equals to 5m square, that means I can write like this, 5m square equals to b square. So what it implies? It implies 5 divides b square, which gives 5 divides b. But we had assumed that a and b are co-primes, so this is not possible, which gives, therefore, 5 is the common factor of a and b. But we had assumed that a and b are co-prime. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. It's a contradiction. Therefore, root 5 is irrational number. This year in board exam, the same question was asked, but it was proved that root 7 is irrational number. So we will discuss about that question paper and the questions which were asked from the first chapter at the end of this session. Question 2. Prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. Solution. Let us assume 3 plus 2 root 5. We have to prove irrational, so I will take is rational number. And then I will bring contradiction. And then I will prove that our assumption is wrong. Okay. So if it is a rational number, it can be represented in the form of a by b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b are co-prime numbers. Or we can say co-prime integers. Okay, that means the common factor between a and b is 1. Okay, if I take, now I will take this 3 is a rational number, it will be taken to this side. So I will get minus 3, it will come to this side. Now this 2 will come to this side, so only 5 will remain here. So it will become a by 2b minus 3 by 2. Now see, this is rational number, this is rational number. Rational number minus rational number gives rational number. But is root 5 rational number? No. But root 5 is not rational number. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. Now question 3rd. In that question, 2 sub-questions are there and they are same just like this question. So try by yourself, and if you face any problem, then ask me. Okay, now let us discuss about this chapter for board exam. Now the weightage of this chapter, the first chapter, is of 4 marks. 2 questions are of 1 mark and 1 question is of 2 marks. So let us see the paper of March 2020. In this, question 6 is from 1.4th exercise. So we will discuss it in next session. Question 7. Find the LCM. Now, question 7 is also from first chapter. That is, find the LCM of 23, 35, 46. Okay. Now it can be done. This is the solution given by the board. Here it is not mentioned that do by prime factorization method. So it can be done by this method. So we will get the answer. Suppose in the question if it is written do by prime factorization method, then it's compulsory to solve this question by this method. So you will get the same answer. So here it is done by prime factorization method. You will get the same answer, 1610. Question 18. Prove that square root of 7, square root means root 7 is an irrational number. So that will be, this question is of 2 marks. So it will be also solved by the same method here. So root 7 is an irrational. So this is the solution given by the government. Okay. So, and if you are doing the steps up to this, you are getting 1 marks, and if you are continuing up to this, then another 1 mark. So 1 plus 1, 2 marks. So this question is of 2 marks. And it is asked in section B. So 2 questions of 1 marks and 1 question of 2 marks. So now tomorrow we will start 1.4 and we will discuss that question which was asked in March 2020, that 1 marks question. Thank you.